All right, welcome back to episode number 14 of our Shadowrun Returns playthrough. When we left off, we had just brutally murdered Gina, or Coyote's cousin Gino. But, he was crazy, so there's always that. Cherry Bomb flags you down as you walk through the door. Hey, Stud Beef Pile, there's a woman looking for... Wait, no, it's... Hey, Stud Beef Pile, there's a woman looking for you. Jessica something? She's waiting for you by the stage. Bellevue type. Wouldn't order anything. Wouldn't touch anything. I think she's afraid of disease or something. Thanks, Cherry. No charge, chummer. Why is the bar so empty? We don't get much action in the early afternoon. Just a few salarymen slumming Touristville and hoping to talk to Madame Sinful and some die-hard regulars. Madame Sinful? That's what the downtown folk call Miss Kabuta. It's a Touristville thing. They like her to have a naughty name like that. Who's around? I just got in, but I think Coyote's cleaning in the back bar. Mr. Delilah is hanging out in his usual place. The vendors downstairs come in a few minutes after me. Oh, and Bartlett's here. Don't think you've met him yet. Who's Bartlett? John Bartlett? Big presence at the end of the bar. He's in the biz. Connected. You might want to meet him. Is that guy still bothering you? You mean my ex, Shane? Yup. No, he hasn't been in since the last time. No calls, no pages, or handwritten notes either. Weird. He was so persistent. I guess he's finally got the message. Maybe he'll find someone at the the Universal Brotherhood of his and settle down. I'm gonna have a look around. Have fun. Thanks, Cherry. Thanks. Talk to Jessica. Mrs. Hessica. John Bartlett. He's the big presence at the end of the... Really? Full of life with a quick smile, the man tilts his head and watches you approach. Hey guy, what's shaking? Nice glasses. A little of this, a little of that. What troll says that? What's to ya? Have you looked around? There's a whole lot of shaking going on. Wow. It's everything to me, Ome. We could do business. Time is money, I'm listening. Don't got time or money, chummer. Maybe next time. Time is money, I'm listening. You ever heard of the Nephalem Network? Nephalem? Network? Of course you have. An in-the-know guy like you has to have heard of the premier Merc team out there. If you say so. We're a tight unit. We cost a bit more than the common rabble, but we're worth it. Really? That's all you had to say to me? Whatever. This guy. I'm very busy. You show me something worth my time, or you walk away. That's my stomach. Jeez. It's nothing. Sorry to bother you. Data from the NTSB. Renraku would pay to keep it quiet, and Ares would pay to know what it is. I got 800 Newton. Etiquette Shadowrunner. I know you'll double dip this one. Make it 1,000. Deal. Incriminating data? Didn't I steal some sort of, or I downloaded some sort of program, or one of the Better Than Life chips. Jessica Watts. Jessica, I will be right back. Let me, talk to a certain someone here. Coyote? Mr. Clue? Oh man, these are all whatevers. Mr. Clue. Glad to see you well, Stud Beef Pile. And you, Mr. Clue, holding down the fort. What's the state of the troops? As always, though, people are more on edge than usual. Word got around about the latest Ripper killing, and people aren't feeling safe. And when people feel unsafe, they either go to ground or they huddle up. You notice how empty the streets are these days? That's because everyone's either locked in their squats, holed up in places like this, or seeking refuge in the nearest Universal Brotherhood chapter house. Safety in numbers, chummer. Not that we need numbers here. I got it covered. I bet you do. All I ever needed was one. Later, bud. A man your size covers a lot. Take care, big guy. Later. Coyote. Coyote is wiping down the back bar. She doesn't stop when you approach. Keeps her eyes on her work. Hey. Really? That's all I get? Gino's death wasn't your fault, you know. Really? I'm just going to lead off with that. What's going on? Afternoon checklist. Got to get the back bar ready for tonight. Listen, stud. I don't want to talk about what happened with Gino, okay? What's done is done. Gino's dead, I'm alive, and that's all there is to it. It's the Barons, right? Nothing more to do or say. Hey, I'm totally understand. I'm going to be looking for work. Your kind of work. So if something comes up, keep me in mind. Well, something is up. I need to break back into the NTSB, whatever. Okay, I gotta do this now. The afternoon checklist isn't gonna finish itself. Yeah, whatevs. Get out of here. Alright, Jessica, you're up next. There's something almost attractive about her, but almost weird looking. I think it's her nose. At a glance, you can tell that Sam's sister Jessica is from a different world. The opposite of Sam in almost every way. Her suit is tailored, her eyes are sharp, and her style exudes authority. Miss Watts. Jessica Watts? She eyes you up and down warily. She does a good job of hiding it, but it's clear that she is well outside of her comfort zone. Yes, and you are? Yes, and you are? Stud Beef Pile, I'm looking into your brother Sam's death. Name's Stud Beef Pile. I used to work with your brother Sam. My friends call me Stud Beef Pile, and I counted Sam among them. Okay, something tells me she doesn't really care about Sam, so let's just cut to the chase. I was told as much on the phone. A woman who called herself Coyote contacted me this morning and informed me that my brother was dead, and that I should come to this place and speak with someone about an investigation. Sam didn't die of natural causes. He was murdered. That's right, and I'm hoping you can help me get to the bottom of this. I'm very sorry for your loss. Like she cares. She didn't even know he was dead. I don't know what use I'll be. Just answer a few questions, that's all. Alright, but you haven't talked to Sam in years? She then furrows her brow, regarding you more critically. You're not with the police, are you? Figure that all out yourself. Getting that a lot lately, but no. By the look on her face, she's clearly struggling with this. I'll be honest, I would just as soon put all this behind me, and the fastest way to do that is through proper channels. Okay, so she was going to be broke, and she turned in her brother Sam's for the liver. What? Why do you think the fastest way to do that is through proper channels? Surely there's an official police investigation going on. Why not let the professionals handle this? I am a professional. Lone Star? Professional? Not the ones I've seen. I think they can all use I think they can use all the help they can get. But you must have better things to do than waste your time searching for whoever killed my lowlife brother. We lowlives have to stick together. Besides, I'm not doing it for free. I want to say that. With this kind of payday, a few things I'd rather be doing. First, Sam was my friend, and second, I'm being paid for my trouble. She seems genuinely surprised. Someone's paying you? I find it hard to believe that anyone who really knew Sam would put up the money. Who is it? Sam hired me from beyond the grave. I'm afraid that's on a need-to-know basis. That's ridiculous. He was my brother. And you seem real shaken up by his death. I hope that's sarcasm. Fine. I'll pay you $100 just to tell me. Done. Sam Watts. I don't understand. That's so annoying. He's like, fine, I'll pay you $100 if you tell me. Think, oh, well, he hired me himself from the grave. It's called a dead man switch. It's triggered when he dies. I don't expect you to. It is what it is. He set it all up before his death as a contingency. Am I to believe that my drunken sot of a brother hired you to find the person who killed him after he died? Her boardroom mask drops momentarily, and in a sigh, she reveals a brief glimpse of real emotion. I left Seattle to get away from Sam and his bullshit. Now I'm back, he's dead, and I still have to deal with him. Jessica composes herself, and in a breath, the mask's back in place. Listen to me, stud. You seem like a decent person, but I'm trying to move on with my life. Our mother killed herself last year, and Sam was Sam. I've worked so hard to put my family issues behind me. I don't want to see this drag on. I'm closing in. I can feel it. You're not asking me to quit, are you? I would love nothing more than to give you closure, and quickly. Really? See, that doesn't seem like something a troll would say, especially a troll with one intelligence. I appreciate that, but I think I'd prefer to just let it be. No one else needs to get hurt. On the street, honor still means something. I'm sticking with the job. Sam's paying $100,000. Can you beat it? Your brother had my back when I needed him. I can't walk away from this. Are you talking about the same man? Are we talking about the same man? My brother was worthless, stud. Worthless. He used people. She sighs. She's done. Never mind. I can see that you're not going to let this go, and I respect that you are honoring my brother's memory in your own way. But I hope you can understand how emotional this is for me. Jessica's demeanor instantly changes from reluctant to helpful in the span of a single meditative breath. Maybe you can do things in a way that the police can't, and maybe I can help. What do you need from me? When was the last time you saw or spoke to Sam? It's been ages. I can't even remember. The bartender here recalls Sam complaining about arguments with his sister. I don't know what you say, or I don't know what to say. Maybe he dwelled on the past when he was in his cups. We certainly argued enough when we were younger. Where were you on the night of Sam's murder? I will overlook the implied accusation and tell you that I was at a fundraiser all evening. A very crowded fundraiser. Did Sam have enemies? Sam's biggest enemy was Sam. I don't know of any others. You would likely know better than me these days. Were you and your brother close? Obviously not. I think I've made my feelings about Sam pretty clear, don't you? You don't sound sad he's gone. You don't seem to care whether his killer faces justice. She already explained why she's not sad he's gone. I mourned losing Sam long before he died. Wow, that's a pretty powerful line. Show her the picture of her and Sam as children. Jessica takes the photo from you guardedly, as if it might sting her, but the guard drops the moment she looks at it. Where did you find this? It's actually a really good line. Jessica takes the photo from you guardedly, as though it might sting her. Sam's bunk. I can't believe he kept this. Maybe he's not saying. It's one of the few possessions he had. She studies the old photos for several silent moments. What happened between the two of you? Things were different back then. We were different. We were a family. Then after our father died, things began to change, and we couldn't get back into a new normal. With our dad around, there was always a reassuring order to our lives. But after, everything got mixed up. You can never really appreciate the importance of a person in your life until they're gone. The remorse plays wet across her eyes. And it seems that she's not just talking about her father. Jessica then steels herself to tell the rest. Sam tried to be the man of the house. He truly did, but he couldn't handle it, and pretty soon he had spent every dime of our father's life insurance. Every dime. After that was gone, with Mom working 2, 3 jobs, he spent all her money too. I couldn't stand the way he abused her trust, so finally, I just had to leave. She holds the photo forward, one part of her ready to relinquish it along with the past, and another looking to hold on to both. May I keep this? Sorry, it's evidence. Please do. Thank you. Tell me about your mother and her death. She was a devout Catholic. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that she sacrificed her life for Sam and me. But she turned a blind eye when Sam was becoming to what Sam was becoming, refused to acknowledge his downward slide. I couldn't watch her do it anymore, so I moved out. After I left, we drifted farther and farther apart. I wasn't here when she died. In fact, I didn't even know about it until I returned to Seattle 5 months ago. Where were you living before you moved back here? Chicago? Cal Free. What brought you down there? It was less of what brought me there than what made me leave here. I felt lost in Seattle, so I moved to California to see if I could find myself. And did you? Actually, yes. While I was there, I developed a whole new outlook on life, a vision for what the world could become, and I came back here to help make it happen. I've taken up enough of your time. Thank you, Miss Watts. Just as well, I need to get back to the office. But before I go, you should know that I'm reiterating my mother's reinterring my... Is that how you say that? My mother's body tomorrow, and I'm arranging to have Sam buried with her. The funeral is tomorrow at Our Lady of the Blessed Sacrament, 7 o'clock. You're more than welcome to attend. Wouldn't miss it. Goodbye, stud. Hope you find what you're looking for. Stay safe. Nice lady. She better not be involved in this. So I'll be very upset if I'm getting played right now. Alright, guy. What are you doing? If you're talking to me, there's business to transact. Am I right? Of course you're right. It's your job to be right. This is correct. You're a smart man. What can I do for you, smart guy? Really, I'm a troll with an intelligence of 1. I need to put a crew together. You got scratch, or are you planning to pay me out of your earnings? How much is this going to cost me? I could pay the runners up front. I could pay a percentage of what I earn. Well, for your speed, hired help will run you about $1,200 a head. If you start taking on tougher jobs, well, the more experienced the runner, the higher the rates. Why can't I just have Paco and Coyote? I like them. Pay a percentage of what I earn? I don't earn anything. Let's see, I have 4,200. I could hire 3 runners, I think. Yeah, I could hire 3 runners. Excellent. We agree on terms. I got some runners on call if you got any special requests. I've got some stuff to take care of first. I had to run downstairs. I'm probably going to make this episode way too long. Anybody got any new dialogue options? Dr. Castle glances up briefly from her charts. Her impish friend, on the other hand, tracks your every move like some sort of humanoid raptor with a mouse under its shadow. Lived to see another day, have you? That remains to be seen. Still more work to be done. Just a pit stop, Doc. Night's not over yet. Yeah. I suppose it's nights like these that ensure I have plenty of work come morning. Granted, a repeat customer means a person courting death more often than any good doctor should condone, but I don't suppose I can dispute or dissuade you from your course of action. If only life was so simple. Very well, and let's talk about how I can help ensure you make it back alive once more. How'd you fall into this operation anyway, Doc? Doc Castle pauses in her work, setting down her tablet and appearing to grow introspective. I suppose you might expect that I had a fall from grace. Certainly that is the case with many of my peers. If not that, you might think that I was compelled to do this because a friend or family member became a Shadowrunner, and I hurried to their assistance one fateful night. But the reality is that I grew up knowing this is what I would do with my life. My parents were both Shadowrunners, and very successful ones at that. So successful that they retired in a very large house and raised a litter of kids who grew up hearing the impossible tales of their parents' younger years. Of course, we were expressly forbidden to follow in their footsteps. We were all expected to attend university and take full advantage of the opportunities they had fought so hard to give us. So Mom and Dad were proud to see me pursuing a medical degree, and they had only minor reservations about me applying that expertise to the treatment of Shadowrunners. After all, they never would have survived long enough to meet and fall in love if not for the ministrations of several street docs along the way. So I suppose you could say I was born into this life after a fashion. She picks up her tablet and resumes her work. Is there anything else I can help you with? I don't want any of that stuff, actually. I'm probably not going to buy anything. I'm just here to talk to people who probably don't want to talk. The elf called Algernon, I guess he's an elf, appears to be in a hushed but intense conversation as you approach. However, the other party of the discourse is nowhere to be seen. Turning to greet you, Algernon dismisses his invisible associate with a wave of his hand. Welcome, fellow child of the Sixth World. What can I help you with today? Tell me a bit about yourself, Algernon. My story is not so different from those who have come before. I am but a merchant, though one whose wares are far from mundane. I came here from Delilah 4 years ago, after the governor of Seattle signed an exclusive trade agreement with the Council of Princes. And so the flow of magical goods came to pass through the city ports. So have I. At times I miss the tier, but as unlikely as it may sound, this new home of mine is far more interesting. Is there anything else I can help you with? No. Thanks. Eric. Need a set of fresh clothes? I'll have a look. Oh, look at that. You didn't get anything new. Whatever. The orc stands at attention and looks every bit like he's been waiting for a commanding officer who he can crisply salute. He is saluting. He only appears at ease when he's cleaning the barrel of a rifle or counting out the bullets in a magazine. The rest of the time he appears as he is now, ramrod straight and primed for anything. And how are you, my friend? Fine day to fire a weapon. What do you say? Tell me a little about yourself, Buster. Are you military? After a fashion, why does everybody say that? After a fashion, yes sir, Sergeant in the 31st California Militia. It's no longer a recognized unit, and there are those who would say we never were, but someone had to stand up to the tier, and it fell to us. Was there a war that I'm unaware of? That tier? Yes sir. So what's it like working so far, or working so close to Algernon? I was in Cal Free when the elves came marching down from the north in 36. After the UCAS pulled their support, we had little in the ways of an organized defense. But what we did have was a stockpile of weapons and ammo down in Oakland. The locals in NoCal, what do I mean NorCal? Whatever. Held out long enough for us to bring the heat. And I tell you, all the magic hoo-ha in the world ain't enough to stop a V11 hot rock from cracking your dome. We drove them elves all the way back to Wairika. I always thought that was weird. Like, that is how you pronounce Wairika, or that town. So weird. Would have pushed them all the way back to Portland, too, but some ninny down south reached out to the Japanese for aid and got our own version of Normandy for the trouble. Things went to hell in a handbasket from there. Don't much like to talk about those later days. So let's talk about guns instead. Can I get you anything? Yeah, I'll have a look. This is a long episode. Can I sell things? Like, I don't understand. Does he have consume? Oh, he has everything. Yeah, like I need that stuff. You look like someone who needs the latest Matrix tech. What can I get you? Nothing. Then I suppose I can't talk to, Larry. Larry? Johnny, I mean. So can I put stuff in stash, like... Can I... Because... Oh, yeah. Okay. So we can get rid of these grenades. Too many basic medkits anyway. I don't think I need any of this stuff. Spells? Do I have any? Oh, I guess I could have bought spells. Whatever. Do you think... Now, does chi casting, can I use... You don't... No. Never mind. Does chi casting... Does that work with melee weapons, I guess? Wow. I guess there's other things I could get with it. Manifest. A powerful magical punch that ignores armor. An adept gains a light cover bonus to magic spells for 4 rounds. That's not very good either. Stride, counter-strike. Counter-strike with any weapon, anytime. Okay, that sounds pretty good, but... Is Overwatch a thing? Like, what is Overwatch? Is it a spell? Nope. Alright. I have 7,000. Jeez. I should be buying more stuff, but you know, when you don't have to buy weapons and yeah, what more do you need, really? Alright, let's go do this. I really got to get this episode ended. It's going to be like 40 minutes long. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Let's see him. Okay, so she comes free and I just need to hire 2 more. Oh, and they come with stuff. I gotcha. This is H2O. He's a human adept. A dwarf adept. Why do we need adepts? A troll decker. A troll decker. The Grim Peeper. Karna. Yeah, a mage? Do I want a mage? Do I need a decker? I think I do need a decker. What's a rigger? Best gearhead this side. Oh, right. Yeah, I think I need a decker and a samurai. How can you tell the difference? Like there. Shaman. So, let's see. We could add him. And then we just need a nice, What? Are these guys better? Troll Brute. Burned out Mage. Cybrid Warrior. Tech Mage. Tech Master. Wait a minute. You guys don't have any deckers? I swear. Let's see. So there's 2 deckers. This guy and this guy. Looking like we're going to take the girl. Where's decking 2? Oh, yeah. Definitely taking the girl. Alright. I think that's going to be it. Hire these runners and meet Shannon at the NTSB warehouse. You know it. Man, that was a long episode. You return to the dock to meet Shannon Half-Sky. I'm going to wait for it to drop its frame here. La, 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 la. I think it just dropped the frame right there. Okay, so you return to the docks to meet Shannon Half-Sky. Although the Ripper's latest victim was her brother, but Shannon appears cool and professional, a consummate runner by birth, if not by trade. She'll get the job done, and hopefully one of the hearth spirits in this place can point you toward the Ripper. Dealing with spirits can be tricky business. Should I brought a shaman? Oh wait, I already have a shaman. But when they deliver, it's pure platinum. One doesn't have to be in a meridian shaman to summon and control spirits. Anyone with magic talent can do it. But Shannon seems to have a particular connection to the spirit world. As you approach the gate, you know something's not right. The dock's already strange and uncomfortable at night. Trigger the need for caution. Then you see it. The guards are missing and the gate's been smashed in. Ah. What do we have here? I don't think I have any spells. Whatever. We're ready. Let's do this. Should have stolen all their stuff. If I gotta hire them, they can at least pay me back. You have karma available to improve your character's attributes and skills. Open karma screen? No, not right now. About time you showed up. Looks like we weren't the only ones who wanted to take advantage of the situation. It's probably one of the corporations trying to get that data. A bunch of mercs have locked down the area. I don't think they're here for us, though. My guess is there's something worth a bit of coin left in that warehouse. Shouldn't be much of a problem. Damn, I was hoping this would be a milk run. Any chance we can sneak past? Probably not. They've been doing regular patrols around the perimeter, and the front door looks like it's locked. Well, whatever. How many freaking points did I have? 6, really? That's what it warned me about. Anyway, that was a very long episode, but I feel like my reading might be getting a little better. I don't know. That was episode 14, I believe. Thanks for watching.